Why do men think this? I keep seeing posts about how all kinds of women get all these average guys after them on dating sites but are picky. What I see in reality are guys demanding that women be perfect tens while asking nothing of themselves. Take a shower, dudes, and shop for this stuff called deodorant. It drives the ladies wild. Guaranteed. Is it an incel belief? I'm so glad to be single and not dating relating. I'd like to cocoon somewhere and be among people as little as possible. Related to this, what on earth is going on with the number of guys who hate their beautiful partners, prioritizing attractiveness over actual compatibility and then punishing her for it while still using her as a status symbol? I feel like even gold diggers handle this issue better because at least they act like they knew what they were getting themselves into. And gold diggers can only exist because of this phenomenon in the first place. I get about 3-6 likes a day on Hinge. It feels like I'm going crazy though because they all seem to have the same profile. Bad pictures. Pics with huge groups of bros. Hardly any info about who they are as people. Just very surface level. Golf. Pizza. Sports. It's rare that I see a profile with actual information about the person. So yeah. No, I'm not gonna match with any of these guys, lol. It seems like most men my age fell hard for the accept me as I am inconsiderate and dressed like an unwashed middle schooler or not at all mindset and are now extremely angry that women have circled the not at all part of that sentence. Oh wow, your interests are weed, wearing socks in bed, Joe Rogan, and burgers. Okay, Mr. Generic. Answers still no. I dated a few average men. I got tired of the whole thing. Having to do the insane treadmill of workout, yoga, hair management, birth control, and pay for most things to eventually get stomped on when I need support. Single since 2015. Fictional men are better. Last time I was at a popular amusement park. I noticed dozens of beautiful, model-type women with schlubs and exactly zero couples the other way around. The double standard is rampant. We know when you don't shower for a day. And we can smell when you don't wash your towel's nauseated face. Literally won't put in the bare minimum while I spend upwards days getting ready for you. It's a huge turn-off immediately upon meeting. This shit is pounded into our brains from birth. Men can be out of shape, pimply, grey, craggy and saggy, while women must uphold an unrealistic standard of youthful beauty. It's time to revolt. Ladies, films, TV and media keep pounding this shit into our brains. It's so much bullshit. Age gracefully and fuck the cunts who can't accept it. I guess those guys get that idea because it's hard for men to get swipes or responses on dating sites. What they don't seem to get is that it's hard because most male profiles are very mediocre. In my experience, a lot of men on dating sites either don't try at all, no. A profile that's blank except for just ask me what you want to know does not make me want to message you, or they put a lot of effort in to a profile that would only impress other men, not women. In the latter case, I don't think they realize that's what they've done. Aren't you asking a lot? I mean, to shower regularly and have a job. What next? They should go to the dentist twice a year and fix their rotting teeth. If I have to have shaved armpits, so do you. If I'm expected to maintain my pubes, so are you. If I have to have nice nails, so do you. I honestly hate that it's not expected of men to maintain basic grooming practices, while women have to be hairless and smell like sunshine and smiles all of the time. Your bushes are gross too. Fellas. Our online dating is a horror show of how commonplace this inceldom has become. Yeah. As a man myself, it's an incel belief. They're creeps and jackasses that are honestly likely abusive and far from perfect tens themselves. And also, it's perfectly fine to be picky even if you are. You should always go for the kind of person you want. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a belia of chronicle online men. They spend their whole time online, following hundreds of Instagram models and get their opinion from them. They only follow extremely attractive women that have their comment section flooded with attention from men. A vergage or unattractive woman don't count as woman and they are completely invisible to them. I have a coworker like this. Mid-40s. Average looks. Very particular with everything and wants a woman 18-20 model looks and submissive. I'm like, dude, now I know why you're mid-40s and still single. They think women want rich Adonis, so they want rich supermodels. There are men out there worse than that. I've seen men who legit don't even wipe their butt after they get done doing number 2. When asked why, they'll say things like, I only clean house when I'm expecting a visitor. And I'm not gay. I really wish I was making that up. Not only do they want the women to be tens, but they want a subservient virgin as well. Someone smarter than me once said everybody wanna be strong. Don't nobody wanna lift no heavy ass weight. Apply that to everyone who complains without putting in effort and don't put any more stress into it than it's worth. Some people just don't and won't give a shit and think they're owed something. Be careful. You've triggered the incels who will be on the sub like a shark who senses blood in the water and they never stop. See last post that mentioned incels. They are effing relentless. I know 2 different women who, while out at bars, had their husband's significant other removed for presumed homelessness while they were dressed head to fancy perfect. Where this idea that chads are the only ones scoring comes from is pure denial, self-loathing. A logic. It is not based on observation. I know exactly 0 hetero couples where on presentation the woman isn't at least 3x levels above the man. Men literally think it's gay to wash their assholes. I'm so happy I'm married to a clean man who uses deodorant daily, but I watch my poor divorcee cousin who goes in 3-4 dates a month, trying hard not to die alone. These men really are trash. Stop using dating sites altogether. That's my best advice. She's met guys who, online, looked put together and sounded great. Meth addicts, sexual abusers, outright misogynistic asses, lazy and filthy, just looking for a bangmaid. You name it. Thank God I'm not dating. But if I ever lose my husband, God forbid, crossed fingers, then I will never date again. Absolutely assured. I see a lot of posts about men acting this way, but when I've dabbled in online dating, my experience was pretty positive. I was very selective. I never had a really bad experience, a few that weren't my cup of tea and 2 that I dated for a while, a few months for one, years for the other. All of them were nice. All paid for the first date and I offered to pay my own. None were creepy. One was a Trump voter despite my profile clearly stating no conservatives. But I don't think it's all bad out there.